Folks, this morning I thought I'd work on my second book of the fall foliage. Got the cover in. I guess now I gotta take and get it laminated. The back side. Underneath there's a sheet that I need to pull out in order to get to the glue part of the book. So I'm pulling that out now. It's coming out pretty good. I hold my hand on this side and make sure that the photographs don't move out of the book and keep the alignment so that this is in the center of this plastic thing, this pinch book. And I'll just keep pulling it out, pulling it out. Simple as that. That part is out. Turn the book over. And on here there's some tabs that have glue on them. I'm going to remove those off. There's one of them. No fingernails. Come on there. There we go. Two. During lamination, this plastic thing stays on until after you get it laminated. Now these corners tuck in and make sure it's pulled tight and it's stuck down. You want this corner pulled down. I take a roller, roll over it the best I can here. Now we'll turn it back over. That looks pretty good. Just get this rolls, smooth it out a bit. Next step is going to be to run it through the laminator. Now first I've got to take and set up the laminator and heat the laminator to 130 degrees before it will be ready to run this through. And I'll be right back. Okay, the next step to making this book is to run it through the laminator. You should always make sure that if you're using this type of system that the plastic inside is facing the top. And I usually run it through a couple of times at a slight angle. Let's see what happens. Okay. Got my temperature at 132 and my speed is at 3. That's sealed up pretty good. Almost halfway through. Two-thirds of the way through. So I get my first run through. This see, it turned out pretty good. I'm going to put it through one more time. Same way. Halfway through. He's all sealed up really good. Two-thirds of the way through. Been out snow blowing my driveway. Cold there. Alright. It's almost through. She's through. Now I'm just going to shut this machine down. Start cooling down. Unplug it. As you can see, the cover came out fairly decent. That part there. Now what I'm going to do is just take my roller, just roll it down, make sure there's no air in there whatsoever, which there's not. It's sealed really good. This laminator is a great machine. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Kind of expensive, but you only have to buy it once, I guess. Alright, there's the finished cover, all sealed. There's the inside. And my next step will be to put the insert in, which is, this is an insert, which is, these are the pages that go here and here. We'll have to use a jig for that. This metal clip plate goes right in the middle. Get to that part next. Okay, folks. Now that I have this laminated, my next step is going to be to insert this into the pinch book. This is a loaded spring, so when it gets attached and these are glued, you can bend the book back to put the photos in, and this holds them securely in place. I can put about 25 photos. I print on both sides of the photos. I get the double-sided photo paper, and so that makes about 40 to 50 or so photographs in the book, which is quite a few, and they're all 8.5 by 11s. So let's see if I can figure this out. So the next step is, after the lamination that we've completed, as you can see on the front there, the barn and the foliage in the background. Here's another nice foliage. Now this is all laminated on there. My name there, and Vermont Landscapes. As I say, I do these for myself. Other people could do it for other reasons, but I do it because I like to do it. A little bit of a hobby. I guess someday somebody will have a lot of books in their hands to get rid of. Large photographs, and who knows what else I've got piled up around here. So that's off. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So Next thing I want to do is I have what I call my jig thing here. And I'm going to take this book and I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to try to make a end to the book here. See where I'm pushing in a little bit? Once I get that done, I'm going to put it into my jig. Put it in like this. I'm going to slowly bend these two sides down. You see I'm creating a nice gap and it's right in the center where you can read that. And I'm just going to roll these here a little bit. Doesn't take too much. Okay, so let's see what I got here. Yeah, I made a nice little bind to it, so when you flip it, it's right about there. So the next thing I want to do, I'm going to start with this side. Start with either one, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put that in there like that. In there pretty tight. And I'm going to remove this paper here. Tab here. Peel that. On the back of this is some sticky substance. Peel that back. What I like to do is add a little more support here by some of this good old Elmer's. Try to stay away from the edges a little bit because it does squeeze out and then you got to clean it all up again. That should do that side. So what you want to do is bring this back. You want to take it. Make sure that it's square. Rolling here. And I'm going to remove this side. Just pull it out. Like that for now. Some more rolling. Make sure to get all the air out of it. And that should work out alright. The next thing I want to do is peel off the other side. Same thing, I want to put on the little extra, this Elmer's glue. I don't know who Elmer was, but he definitely made some good glue. Used it on just about everything. There. Glue all. Yes, alright. So now that I got that, I'm going to squeeze this down like this. I'm going to bring this cover down. Push on this, and I'm going to roll it again like I did on the other one. I'm going to open her up here. Okay, so now that I did that part, I did this out of the way. And what I usually do then is I stick a book in here and I put something heavy on it and I let this set up for about 24 hours before I even play with it again. And once that glue is all set up, it should be right where you want it, which is almost there now. So that part is pretty easy. Well, good morning, folks. Please excuse the wash machine in the background. I guess I need to clean some clothes, so it might be a little noisy, I don't know. But as you've been watching, I finished up my second fall foliage book. And I think it was yesterday I was showing you how I glued everything on and got the insert in on the inside. And name is on the side. It says Vermont Landscapes. And that landscape was taken up on the Mines Road near Ben Ober Road. Very pretty scene. And this farmhouse is on the Jones Road in Hyde Park. I always love photographing this farm. It's a beautiful farm. They have a lot of nice foliage. The red didn't come out as brilliant this year as some years, but you never know what you're going to get. That's why it's always such a nice thing to go out and take photos of these. Each one each year is always different. So just briefly through there. My mug in there. I usually sign all my books, and I hope you can see these, but they're all foliage pictures. Sterling Mountain. These are different stages of the foliage. Usually around October 9th or so, right up to around the 19th of October, I taking different variations of the colors. I love this barn up here. It's an old horse barn, and I know the folks that own this. They did a marvelous job in keeping this barn up. It's a beautiful place. I like the way the clouds hang over the mountains. It's kind of misty. I like this farm up here too. That one actually is up on Mud City Loop in Morrisville. It's a great area to go take photographs in. A lot of the farms don't seem to mind you coming around, as long as you respect their property and don't throw your garbage out onto their farmlands and stuff where their cows can ingest some of their junk that you throw out. Keep Vermont beautiful, that's what I always say. And that barn up there is on Cody Hill. It's a nice old barn. It's not far much anymore, but I think the guy's got some honeybees out there that he plays with. And this is up on Mud City Loop. Clouds up in here, look beautiful. I thought that was an interesting tree. You know how it just grows out, then it grows straight up. Kind of neat. The old mountains in the background. It's beautiful up there. A couple cows resting. I think those are the Rooney Farm cows up there. They're still an operating farm. They always keep their property in tip-top shape. And they never mind when you're around photographing. They always welcome you with open arms, as long as just, like I say, respect the property and they'll respect you. Good looking cows. Up there. Beautiful mountain scenery. Page leg stick a little bit. That's Sterling Mountain. Taking that from up in the air, about 200 feet up or so. Made some nice foliage pictures. There's another log cabin next door to where I was living. Good people. They keep a couple horses there. They're on about 10 acres of land or so. They have a great spot there. Like I said, great neighbors. That there's my father-in-law's old house. He's passed on now. He's gone 3 or 4 years ago. Beautiful scenery there. I love this tree right here. I used to put probably about 7-8 sap buckets on there, and they're in sugaring. You sugar all these maples here. Put it all on pipeline. Used to run down behind my house, so I didn't have to go out and gather a lot of sap. Beautiful up in there. Kind of another shot of the greenery mixed in with the foliage. Now this old house here, that's up on Center Road there, going up near the reservoir. Been abandoned for quite a few years. There was people living there at one time, believe it or not. This horse there, he's just hanging around the farm eating some grass. It's a nice old barn here. Still in pretty good shape. A little bit of rusty roof, but looks alright. I love the way the shadows came out on this red building up here next to the trees. Caught my eye. And this is a place where the beavers, you can see where they chewed off some of the trees. There's not many trees left there, but that was quite a while ago that they chewed that, obviously. Beautiful mountain scenery. I kind of like this lonely tree out there in the field. In the background are the mountains, looking over Johnson area. This is up by the Webster Farm in Hyde Park. We're looking towards Johnson, Butternut Mountain. There's a little bit of snow. Show you this is what we're having now. And I like this old farm too. I like the way the snowflakes are coming down against the dark sky, falling gently on the bales. If people ask about these plastic bales, what a lot of people don't know, that here in Vermont we recycle everything. Even our leftover food gets recycled. We save it in buckets and we compost it ourselves, or if we don't, then we have a truck comes around, picks it up, and it goes to the Vermont landfill where it's put into a compost where we can all buy bags of it after they get it finished. So those of you who had concerns about these plastic bags, we're pretty conscientious about what happens to our trash up here. And as I say, people come visit. We love to have Flatlanders come up here to visit. Love to have your money. And just as long as you just don't leave your trash behind, that's all. And on my back page here, of course, I got that farm there again, I pointed out. This one was kind of fun to make. Well, my next one I'm going to start is my winter 2021. I'll put this away and get to work on the rest of my laundry out there. You folks have a great day.